Hey offline guys and offline gals, this is your host Bias coming live and direct from Josie, South Africa. If you don't know where Josie is, you better Google the shit out of that. Anyway, I'm here to talk to artists about everything that makes them functionate. So strap on your fanny packs and let's fucking go. Okay, so hello offline guys. Today I have hello friends and followers. Today I have a very special guest in the studio. One of my most, hey, you can't talk yet, wait. One of my most favorite offline guys. I'm still in Germany and I'm in Göttingen and I'm talking to DIZOE and welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
And you can tell me what cruise you're in and yeah, you're the dirtiest DIZOE.
The dirtiest.
Yeah.
Maybe just the dirty DIZOE because there's hopefully one. I knew that there's a freight rider in America that wrote the same name, but I guess he dropped out the game. Well, I'm following crews. It's RCA, my first love in graffiti. KDS, IGM, and ACK.
Oh yes, ACK and OGs.
And OGs, yeah.
Even though it's
if you
not
call
a crew.
it a crew.
It's not a crew. It's not a crew, it's a collective project.
A movement.
Yeah. So yeah, crack a beer for me and then getting right into it, you go tell me your first graffiti name.
My first ever graffiti name was Zoom.
I didn't even know that, dude.
No. ZOOM. That's it. And I know that
So
my brother told you about his first name, which was Deep. And I was trying to mimic like
the double
D,
E's.
Yeah, with the arrow through the O's, right? And I was like, Deep, 2E. I need a name with 2 O's.
So for anyone listening, if you didn't get that, Core is the brother of DIZOE.
Yes, we are.
Direct biological brother.
Yes, we are a tag team.
From the same parents, and I can confirm that, as I have seen the photos.
True that.
It's like obvious. Yeah, tag team. You're a Kosovo tag team.
Yeah.
You win the battle, man.
Yeah, it was
Both battles.
totally random.
Yeah, it's awesome. No one else had the skills.
Probably, but we also did not know in which league we should accept the challenge, and I was able to do some throw-ups, which is nice because I love them, and this made me win. My brother apparently with characters, so perfect match.
Characters with a calligraphy cap.
Yeah.
Really impressive. Well, I felt it was impressive at the time, but nowadays I use the calligraphy cap for a lot of shit.
Lots of shit.
Really, really good cap. Okay, anyway, so you are one of the most original offline guys. We pretty much start. You're the guy who saw the real offline guys in real life.
In Lublin, in Poland. In Poland. 2023, that's true.
Yeah. Literally, you were the one to see that.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
I remember you coming back from the spot and being like, those guys are so offline.
Well, I don't want to go into detail or dropping any names or something, but in Poland there are so much good writers, and some of them like to drink.
Yeah.
Let's
Too
say
much.
like that.
Too much, like 10 in the morning passed out.
I mean, we drink also a lot when we are like in spraycation holiday mode.
Me too, but I don't drink to like pass out. You know? Yeah. Anyway, so your name was Zoom. That's a really dumb name.
Totally.
I don't think you've ever told me that, so it's kind of interesting. And your first bombing name, maybe? Also Zoom, I guess.
No, it was Tinte.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is German name for ink.
Ah, yes. It suits pretty well.
Yeah. Well, but the letters are pretty tough, to be honest, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I changed it again with writing. What was it? I guess Avaro.
Avaro?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
This is like going to Alfonso
Yeah,
territory
it's like
again.
similar, right? But I was starting rapping at the same time, and my first rapping name, for what reason ever, I don't know, was Amaro. AVA.
Ava.
Exactly. Well, and I did some tags and maybe one or two like toy pieces somewhere.
So tell me a little bit, like now, where you're actually from, because we're in Göttingen now, but you're not from Göttingen.
No, I'm not from Göttingen. I'm from Karlsruhe, which is in the southwest of Germany, and my brother and me, we started our graffiti career there, and but we moved to Göttingen. I was moving here in 2015. My brother in 2018.
Why?
Why? Well,
Chasing a girl.
yeah, I was studying here and moving together with my former girlfriend, Sigma. Shout out.
Shout out Sigma. Yeah,
You're still cool.
of course, and she's also an offline guy.
But
One of the original.
we are super closely affiliated to Karlsruhe. We have like lots of crew members there, and let's call it family, right? And over the years, sometimes we did not manage to go there a lot, but now it intensifies again, which is a good thing.
Tell me how you got into graffiti in Karlsruhe initially.
Well, my brother Kor, he's 4.5 years older than me, and I was, as a kid, always looking up to him and his friends, which were also my friends, but it was, different, Yeah, exactly. Count Peter and his brother Paul. We were like friends forever already, and Count Peter, someday he came to my brother, as far as I know, and said, "Yo, I'm doing graffiti now." And I did not know about this stuff, right? I just saw my brother then and Paul, Peter's brother, like sketching, and I did the same, man. It was just like a natural thing to do. This must be 2001, I guess. I was 10, turning 11.
Yeah.
And so I did the same, just on paper.
But you, out of most of the people I've interviewed, I'd say you have one of the more hip-hop backgrounds, because, one of the more like hip-hop influenced graffiti backgrounds.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you were making your own raps, still making your own raps, you know.
Yeah. I'm back in the game.
Very
or
into
I
it.
will be back in the game soon. Yeah, exactly. So my best friend back then, he and me, we were like on the hype train, right? My brother and his friends, they were a few steps ahead, a few years ahead, but we were like, yeah, that's that shit, graffiti and hip hop. And so we started writing. So he was writing Zesk in English, maybe Zesk, and me. Well, he was writing something else before, but at the moment I forgot the name. But around that time, 2004, 2005, he chose that name, and me, I chose the name DIZOE. For graffiti and immediately also for rapping, because then we said like, okay, let's intensify this stuff. So we teamed up in graffiti and in rap. So he mainly produced beats and was rapping, and I was just rapping, right? So, and then I have another close friend. His rapper name is Maniac. That's because he's a fucking maniac. And so over the years, I don't know, we stick with the rapping, like we made several like CDs. And our first real CD came out in 2010. And then I did 2 more CDs. Dropped out for 10 years, but now I'm back with the old team. and we're working on some new shit.
Yeah, there's a recording studio in your house.
Yes, I built it last year because I thought second attempt, right? We had some gigs back in Karlsruhe and attended some freestyle battles, and that was definitely always ongoing. Like we met also later with all our graffiti guys, like to drink in the city and freestyling and tagging, right? Rap, freestyle, tag.
It seems like from what I gather, a lot of you guys were doing rap because your brother was doing rap.
Yeah.
This guy Keon.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were friends with Plusa or maybe that's later, but
With whom?
Plusa.
Not really.
Later.
We know each other, but
When you started graffiti in the Karlsruhe scene, was it at that time where there had just been this big bust and everyone had been like
yeah, exactly
cleaned out?
Yeah, so
That's quite a crazy thing. I wonder what happened to all those people.
they retired, kind of, right? And some came back by now, but yeah, so we had like an interesting like situation because when we started doing graffiti, we had like so many Hall of Fames, and most of them were like you can't say untouched, but no one was painting there, right? So we just had like a big playground. There were some dudes, older dudes, still active, and also like explaining to us the rules like in a very intense way. So we learned it, and then we also got affiliated with the combo with Baske. Yeah, that was in 2005, by the way.
Really? That long ago?
Yeah, 20 years ago.
20 years ago? Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was doing a movies project, and actually there was an announcement in the newspaper, and our mom saw this and said, "Yo, guys, go there, like connect with people," because we were like doing our own stuff and didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
So we went there. The movie never came out, but yo, man, we got in contact with people, and we got to know, for example, Mism that day. He's a close friend and a crew member. So this kind of was a kickoff, I would say. And later in 2007, we got to know Keon, who was in a longer break.
Oh, really?
He started writing in 1996.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then he was writing for 2-3 years or something, and then he stopped for 10 years at least.
Wow.
And yeah, well, so since then it got all a bit crazy because he was older than my brother and me, almost 10 years older than me. And he had a job, he had a car, right? He had some money for buff paint and shit. And so he was like another older brother to us, and he was pushing us hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
You feel quite inspired by him? I mean, his work is incredible.
Yeah, man. It was mind-blowing. And
I'm inspired by it even now.
yeah, now, right?
It's still so good.
Still so good, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when we kind of really started, right? That was 2007, 8, 9. And yeah, so I was still in school. But weekend, Friday night was drinking, rapping, tagging. And Saturday and Sunday painting walls with a hangover, man. Like for years.
And you were painting DIZOE without an E.
Yes, until 2011. I was painting DIZOE with a DIZO.
Oh yeah,
which
that's
is
crazy.
fucking boring. and I was very well known for the thickest outlines in the game. I had troubles with outlines.
I like my outlines how I like my woman. Thick.
Maybe back then. Well,
Thick and black or white. I don't want to.
colorful, let's say it like that.
Colorful.
Hey. Yeah, and yeah, actually this was the setting, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we took it very seriously.
Would you say that would you say that you guys became very well known in the Karlsruhe scene? Because to me it seems like core is still very well known.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess yes, that's true. Well, we were mainly killing it at the Hall of Fames. Karlsruhe
there's so
got many of those.
There's like
A
20.
lot. Yeah, I don't know. My brother is always like coming up with the numbers, but I don't know, man. A lot. Let's say it like this. And yeah, and we also did some street stuff, and we're painting lots of freight trains and stuff in our home yard, I would call it. Yeah, but with different names, so I don't know. Probably today's writers in Karlsruhe don't know the connection, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because we were very like how to say this, cautious, right?
Mm. What would you say in terms of your? I mean, it's always hard to do this, but like, what would you say generational? What type of generational writer are you in terms of Karlsruhe?
Okay, let me
Hard
think.
to say, right? Because there's obviously stuff coming from the 80s and shit, but
Yeah, I would say probably 4th or 5th,
okay.
which is pretty late. But maybe I'm wrong.
Pretty late, but
maybe
not really.
I guess I'm not that good when it comes to graffiti history, actually.
Okay. In Karlsruhe.
Yeah, but also like dividing it in generations.
Yeah,
for
it's
me,
hard. It's always
to
hard.
do, right?
Even in South Africa, I don't know what I would.
Would you call
I
it
can like
yourself
work.
third
I
generation?
could work it out. Probably like 4th as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe like 4th.
Well, the oldest, as far as I
20
know,
years ago.
as far as I know, maybe when my Karlsruhe buddies hear this, they say, "Oh no, you're wrong." But the oldest guy who was writing or the earliest guy who was writing in Karlsruhe, I guess, in the 80s was Dark.
Mm-hmm.
He passed away years ago, but there's still a piece of him. You saw it, right?
It was the outline.
Yeah, it's like
I
in
didn't know he
this
passed
backyard.
away.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess it's the piece from 91, right? Something like that.
Something like that. I can't remember. I remember staring at it for like an hour though. Being like, wow, how did this get here? Wow, pretty good style.
Yeah. So
Pretty
Baske
good paint,
is,
whatever paint that was.
Baske is, sorry if I'm wrong, Baske, probably 2nd generation.
Yeah, wow.
Probably.
Beer time.
Beer time. Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Prost.
Yeah. Okay. And so then you moved over to Göttingen
Later,
a little bit later. And do you miss the Karlsruhe scene?
Yeah, I do.
But I would say here in Göttingen, you've established yourself as one of the dominant, probably one of the best writers in Göttingen.
Well, thanks, man.
And you're also one of the people that organizes the most shit for people in Göttingen.
Yeah.
Graffiti-related stuff as well as community-related, graffiti-related stuff together, you know? And not a lot of people do this kind of thing. It's not that easy.
Yeah, you know what you are talking about because you are pretty much the same as far as I understood.
Yeah, I've also done a lot of organizing.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a thankless job.
Yeah, it is. It is. But it's also very nice to have that like community established by now, right?
Sure.
Because at the beginning, I mean, I was a team with Sigma. We were painting a lot and driving also to different countries and through the country and back to Karlsruhe. And we're connecting with people who wanted to paint with us. But here we had, like in Göttingen, one Hall of Fame for ages, and it was different, let's call it like that. And I did not have a lot of money because I was studying and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was different and difficult.
Yeah. takes time to establish yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So now, how do you feel about your role in gutting?
Oh wow, tough question. I like my role, but I figured out recently that I'd be better off if I would focus more on myself.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Probably not the cause just because of gutting. It's because I got older and learned more, right?
Yeah, sure. And I call you the taskmaster.
Yeah, I like that name.
Well, it's because you are the taskmaster. Without you, nothing gets done.
Yeah.
Pretty much. No one even wakes up. You're like multi-dimensional timekeeper as well as
thanks.
Progressor.
Thanks. But at the same time,
Brother.
I there's a part of that role I don't like, and as you said, like it's not about a thankless job. It's about the part of it that people
Take advantage.
or get annoyed by it because I have too much too much energy and do stuff all the time.
Just wait till you're my age, man.
Probably.
It'll come. There'll be a time when you're just like.
Maybe it starts now, right? Because I'm progressing.
When I started this podcast, I asked quite a lot of the early people, like, "Hey, now that you're a bit older, how do you feel about your graffiti? Do you do as many like large productions as you used to?" I mean, I feel like in the 20 years I've been painting, I've painted less and less large productions with crazy ideas.
Yeah, that's true, but
I still have energy.
Yeah, definitely. You're also a maniac, man.
But
let's say it like this. I just looking at the past few days, right? We were checking out that photo book that Sigma got me for a birthday or something some years ago. It was mainly works of mine from I guess 2009 to 2016 or something. And I was like, I'm always fascinated looking at stuff, what I did.
Yeah.
And I realized, fuck, I painted so much, and it's just a selection, right? And also so interesting pieces and stuff, and tried new stuff, and went hard on the background and stuff. But this developed to another style of painting, I would say, like painting better pieces, but in another way, like you know how to make a wall look good without a crazy background. But just an idea or just a thought about this, we checked on this, and just recently, just today, we finished the wall, but the fucking background is fucking cracked, man.
Crack.
It's fire.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah.
So you went in hard, man. Maybe it's time to go back to that kind of painting a bit more.
Yeah, but
Not
more
saying,
effort.
Yeah, more effort. Not saying that every fucking piece must be a fucking 3-day burner.
Yeah.
But
I guess it goes back to the thing you said just before that, which is good to focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting, because I think that most people who do pieces these days, they do focus on themselves only.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's a balance between these things.
Yeah, you gotta be a team player and be focused on yourself.
Yeah, but that's something I feel like in South Africa people kind of lack. There's not much cohesion. Everyone's more worried about themselves than, like making something together.
Yeah, actually, I think that Karlsruhe made me become a person like this, because we called it Karlsruhe School, Karlsruhe Schule, because we had so much good graffiti around just before we started. There was a crew, Chiller Guerrillas, with Dome, with Kiam in it and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Koner,
yeah.
And when we started painting at the Hall of Fames, all these crazy concepts of those guys, pun, were still standing, It was
That's staying in, bro.
Yeah, sure. It was setting the bar high, man. Setting the bar high, and also like, also Baske gave us the right input. He was teaching us like, if you want to paint over a piece, man, if you need to paint over a piece, do your fucking best and like cover it well and stuff. Everything else is disrespectful. And by working with limited wall space, it's a paradox because we have so many Hall of Fames, but also so many good productions up. Yep. So we weren't able to paint everywhere. So we had to work with small spaces and stuff. We learned as a crew to collaborate for real, man, like to use the space. And I don't say it was easy. We all know this style crisis and stuff, and
painting with other people.
Yeah, frustration and like minimize yourself that the whole production can work and stuff. But this was a good school, and this made me actually graffiti taught me a lot about fair play and team playing, teamwork.
I want to ask you about, in terms of your style, what would you define your style as?
Okay.
And how would you say it developed? And would you say that doing exchanges helped? Because you and I met not exactly through exchanges, but it helped a lot. I feel like I think that exchanges shut my style up like super fast.
Okay, let me start with how I would define my style.
Yeah.
I would define my style as semi-wild style, sometimes wild style. But that's, this is a question. It's hard to tell because people define wild style differently, I realized.
Unreadable.
Unreadable.
First readable, first semi-readable.
I try to make my pieces almost not readable, but still readable.
Yeah. I would define you as semi-wild style.
Semi, right? Okay.
Too wild style.
And I'd like to add that maybe it's a bit like a comic look to it, like always, not always. I try different stuff as well, but I like good contrast between fill-in and outline and stuff, right? So it looks like inked, kind of. I sketched also a lot. Maybe this is like a parallel evolution.
Yep.
And it changed a lot through the years, especially coming back to that example of the book we just recently checked. It's like I was always into, I guess, similar shapes and stuff.
Oh, we were talking about this, like symmetry.
Symmetry, slavery as well, yeah. But
symmetry?
Slavery.
Symmetry is slavery?
Yeah, because you can't break out, right?
I think it's important to break out now.
Yeah, by now it's possible. But back then it was hard to do.
Yeah.
Almost impossible. And I know a lot of writers who are still like slaves of symmetry.
Yeah.
So I became way more free, and also painting a lot helped so much with can control. So I hope that doesn't sound arrogant, but I really love my can control by now. And I think that I'm capable of painting, in graffiti terms, almost everything I want. And not in character or 3D or something.
Style term.
Yeah, style term, exactly. And so I think I became very confident in my style by now.
Yeah.
And it was definitely influenced by, in my opinion, by US American graffiti. because I really love LA style and shit, and we have so many books, and also back in the day I was like always on streetfiles.org and on Flickr and stuff, and European style also very important, but not, for example, like Berlin or something.
Yeah.
And yes, doing exchanges was and still is a game changer for me every time. It's like breaking your own set of rules by painting different letters. It's fucking important.
Super important.
And also, like, I had a phase while we met. This was in 2011, by the way.
When we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah.
When I started doing lots of exchanges with writers all over the globe.
Me too.
And yeah, I know. And I always was looking at their work before I started the sketch.
Me too.
I was probably influenced by it, but I also wanted to make it nice. So
Make it like kind of personal to them.
Yes, exactly.
I was doing that too.
Yeah, and this was like giving you more input. You looked at other works differently because you were like studying it and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess this influenced my style of painting a lot. And it also helped so much with connections that are still like alive today, like you and me. Your third time in Europe, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, and you've been to South Africa, which we can chat about in a minute. But
yeah,
I mean, it is interesting. The sketch exchanges are really.
Yeah, and another thing I want to add is when you receive an outline from a total stranger in your name, and you paint it
it's
on
different.
The wall, it's fucking difficult, and you want to make it look nice and stuff, and this like always brings you to another level.
Yeah, remember that DIZOE pen? not the old one, the newer one.
Yeah.
I know when it was like raining for like 10 days.
The chrome one.
No, it was color. It has all different color outlines, like mustard and white, and.
Yes. No,
this one was tight. Oh, there were lots, I guess. Actually, because you kept doing me one on my birthday.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Cool. Now then I do one on your birthday. It's like, it's cool. Works out well. But I mean, we were already spoken about this, that you and I influence each other a lot in style, and when you and I talk, we try and sort of come up with new ideas.
Yeah.
Like you helped me a lot with the 3Ds, the idea of breaking the 3Ds down to base level.
Yeah.
Lots of different things. I mean, we did this stitch piece before World War stylers or before anything. It was like, yo, I'm in Germany, I'm in South Africa, let's do these colors on this wall. Try find a wall that looks like this, then we join it together. This was even before COVID, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, what the fuck? It's like old, but it's good ideas, and it's still up.
Still fucking good. Yeah, the South African part
part's still up, yeah.
Unfortunately, the wall here is not existing anymore.
It's okay.
Yeah, but...
It's in heaven now.
Yeah, it's in heaven now. And man, like, not only by doing exchanges, also by speaking about it and discussing style and stuff. It helps a lot. And also, I know that you have to learn to speak about style.
Yeah.
About your style, about other style forms and stuff.
Traveling helps with that.
Yeah, totally. But
so you can see some stuff and talk to different kinds of people.
Exactly, because I know a lot of people who are decent or good writers, but they kind of not able to talk about the stuff they do. And I guess that's helping a lot if you are able to. But you have to practice it to get there, right?
I think a lot of people just only talk about graffiti, and I get kind of tired of just talking about graffiti when I go to like a party or something, and people just only want to talk about graffiti. Gets a bit much, I must say. These days I do that less and less.
Yeah.
But when we're on trips like this, and it's like, hey, we're looking at some pieces and going, it's really interesting how he did that layering.
Yeah.
Sure, really cool, you know.
Yeah,
That's a
but
different
there's
thing.
more to life than just graffiti, man.
I know, but not much more.
Agree.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's really, really interesting thing. Style writing. I'm always amazed by people that, you know, there are people that want to try everything, and then there are people who just want to paint style.
Yeah.
And why not? It's graffiti.
Sure, man.
That's how we started.
Like a big influence here in Göttingen for me when it comes to classic graffiti. Sure, it's my biggest influence is my brother, but when it comes to super classic graffiti, a guy who only paints styles, it's ACK.
ACK, for sure.
It's fucking legend and old school, and he paints dope graffiti. Looking at his pieces is always inspiring.
And he just goes on and on and on and on. He's very meticulous.
Yeah.
Meticulous
And he's
painter.
also not from Göttingen.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
He's
Wait.
from the southwest, man. Bless you.
We're not going to cut that. Okay.
Okay.
We can get on to some of these dumber questions now.
Yeah, man.
All right, so let me get another beer. But let me ask you the first one. You can speak while I'm getting a beer. I'm not going to stop the recording. It's picking up you over there. Oops.
Just ask the question.
Hold on. I might as well just come back. Ugh. Fuck. I'm the burpiest now.
Burps.
Fuck.
Do some burpees, bro.
If I were to, it would be a massacre. All right, so my first question is, what's your favorite surface to paint on?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I think it's virgin concrete. It's probably the surface I was painting the least.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Painting Hall of Fames and shit.
Hall of Fames or like some random street sports, train line, freights. Yeah, also through you, I got interested in tunnels because you're the fucking tunnel master, bro.
Yeah.
And actually, in Germany, there are more tunnels underneath highways and other structures than you might think. And I got into it, man. And like on a virgin concrete wall, painting is so nice, man. I just dig it. Like the concrete sucks the paint in, so it's not running, right? But not too much. And what is also very nice on virgin concrete walls, in my opinion, is just to do outlines. Like the French guys call it tracé direct.
Oh, really?
Which means like
Direct lines.
Direct lines, yeah. And I did it a lot already, also in abandoned spaces and stuff, abandoned spots. And a few years back, we had the opportunity to rock lots of pieces in a construction site, and all the walls were super smooth and super nice. So that's probably my most beloved surface.
I'm going to add a little side note on that about virgin concrete because for me it's obviously my favorite.
Sure.
You know, I have millions of tunnel pieces. But one thing that I hate seeing on virgin concrete is when people find a virgin concrete wall.
Random tags?
No, they prime a block. Prime a block and then you do your piece in this tiny shit block.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make
You
sense.
don't need to do background. You don't need to do it. I don't know why people do it. It's a toy thing.
I love virgin concrete so much that we already painted that as a concept, like mimicking virgin concrete background, like optical, right?
Really, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like painting a virgin concrete and painting on it.
Yeah, with some more.
Let's continue. Okay, virgin concrete. So, And if you had to ban a color for the whole of graffiti, every single graffiti artist in the whole world, maybe even people at home who just want to spray paint their fucking chairs and shit, there's always those cans that say, this is used for spraying the back of your TV.
Glitter effect.
I've seen ones that say like no spraying on boats and shit like that. Back of your TV or your car rooms.
Don't spray in your mouth. Yeah, ban a color. Actually, I have an answer to that question for a long time already because I was thinking about it.
It was a little bit hijacked, but yes.
I was a bit hijacked by my brother, but it's fine.
You think the same, maybe.
Yeah, I would ban the color gold because it's barely used, and I want to add that if you want to paint the gold effect, use browns, use yellows, maybe some whitish, and you can make it even pop more than using gold.
You can make like a realistic gold effect.
Yeah, so I think this would lead to less gold pieces, obviously because most people are probably not able to paint a gold effect without gold.
Yeah.
So this could be my signature move, right? I ban gold and then I paint gold pieces.
Yeah, only simulation gold piece.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. I mean, it would also be broadcast. Everyone would know you banned gold, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't just be a secret like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
hey, there's no gold anymore.
And he keeps painting gold, burn.
Shit. Okay.
He got a big rag of it.
And then you got any graph stories for me? Crazy story? Or any just crazy story? Because some people don't have graph stories, just have life stories. That's okay too.
I have two graph stories
Cool.
in my mind.
Hit me.
Okay, so I was busted 2 times, but I was lucky 2 times as well.
Mm.
So when I was 18 or 19, not sure, I was bombing with a friend of mine. I mean, it's ages ago, so I can tell his name. It's Schick from my crew, RCA crew. He was painting different name back then. So we had this super nice, stupid idea to form a new crew, just the 2 of us. Voodoo Circus. And
What?
Voodoo Circus.
Voodoo Circus, okay.
And so we went out the 3rd night since we founded the crew and painted our 3rd piece or something at the spot where I was painting before and had the chillest time ever. At the train line, it was the backside of some houses, right? And between the wall and the train line, probably 150 meters or something. So just a
lot of space.
Field, right? So chill spot, I thought. Where we were painting one crew piece together, standing next to each other. I was on the left, he was on the right. I was doing a regular check in between painting, left and right, and I saw to the right a bouncing light. So we ran away to the train tracks, because on the other side of the train tracks there's a big former how to call this? Where plane lands, man. I'm missing the words.
Runway.
Yeah, kind of.
Airport.
Airport, thanks. From US military who was based in Karlsruhe.
Oh yes. Your brother mentioned it.
Yeah, but it's a big nature reserve now. So open field. So this was our escape plan. So the light was faster than us.
Oh shit.
And caught us at the train tracks, especially my friend Schick, because he was like nearer to the light than me. The light turned out was a huge guy with a mag light, the big one.
I know those things. I've been hit in the ribs by one once.
Oh yeah.
Fucking sore.
I'm pretty sure that this guy was hitting my friend Schick with a mag light.
It's really
in the-
intense.
in the
It's like
back
being
or
hit with
something.
a steel bar.
Yeah, it is a steel bar.
It
actually.
is a steel bar, yeah.
So, and he was like beating the shit out of Schick.
Mm-hmm.
And I had so much speed that I continued running, like falling over the trackside
Trackside, yeah.
while realizing what was happening.
Mm.
And I was panicking and like going back and seeing my friend face down on the earth, like this guy was pressing his face into like the gravel and shit.
Damn.
And my friend, he is wearing glasses, so the glasses were like broken and like cutting in his face and stuff. And he was like on him, like with his knee between his shoulders and stuff, and like was really tough. And I still had the can in my hand while running, right? A bag in the one hand and a can in the other hand, 600 milliliter, I guess. And you know that sharp edge on the
rim of
bottom.
the can, yeah, the bottom, yeah.
I wanted to help my friend, so I hit this motherfucker. Not my friend,
yeah. The dude, yeah.
The dude with it like around his neck, right? Yeah. Because I was thinking, man, this must hurt.
Yeah.
But for some reason he didn't react.
Wow.
He was like huge and very muscular, and so my friend from down there, he kept shouting like, "Oh, run away! Fuck off, run away!" and stuff. And actually, as far as I remember, but I was shocked. Maybe it's not the 100% truth, but this guy turned around to me and said, "If I was you, I would run."
Whoa.
And that's what I did.
Shit.
Yeah.
And it was the police?
No, it was a house owner.
Wow. Okay.
And he was a security guy owning a security company, which was later like the outcome.
Whoa.
So I went away and I felt like shit, man.
Of course.
And I was panicking the whole night and went to my spot, and I was destroying sketches and stuff because I was thinking, fuck. My brother was out partying and he came later than me. And I explained to him the situation, so he did the same with his stuff.
Get rid of the evidence.
Yes, and we did not really what to do. And as far as I know, like 8 in the morning or something, no sleep, man. We went to Keon's house because he was way older than us and knew what to do, or we thought he knew what to do. So we went with him in the car to the spot where my friend Schick was living. We were afraid to call him. I don't know. So, but we met him there and he was fine. He was like heavily injured, like lots of cuts and stuff, and like could barely move, but he was like at home. And then he told me that this guy took him to his house, threw him in the cupboard, kind of.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Closed him in, and then he called the cops.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So.
Yes.
Yeah, so this guy was doing way more crime shit to my friend than other way around, man.
Wow. He beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. So eventually the cops came. They checked on the cans without glass and stuff because village cops, dumb fuckers. So actually the whole like case was very good for my friend. But he decided, for personal reasons, which I totally respect, not to go to court. And
against that guy?
Against that guy.
Yeah, sure.
And so he got a fine, and I was paying him the half of it because I was like part of the action, right? Mm-hmm. So, and this is this was a tough thing, man, and like eventually like
Sucks to leave.
let me like pause the illegal stuff for some time. But yeah, well, we're still here. We're good friends, and every 10 years since then we kill a bottle of whiskey.
Really?
Just the two of us.
Really?
I mean, we had it once, right?
Yeah.
1 year, 10-year anniversary. Oh. It was funny. It was here in the garden, man. So yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Just to remember that night.
Yes.
Just down a bottle of whiskey.
But this was pretty tough, and I'm not a violent guy, but I need it.
Help your friend, you know.
Yeah.
Shit, that must have been hard to leave. I would
struggle. Wow. I still struggle with that, man. And the other story is a bit more easy.
Yeah.
Pretty funny, actually. I can tell it by now already.
Sure.
Happy end.
Is it a Thai massage parlor story?
Which one?
Thai massage parlor story?
No.
Happy ending?
No.
Okay.
But I was painting. I used to live in Duisburg, which is in West Germany.
Oh, man.
For a year, doing my apprenticeship and stuff. And so I was painting a lot in abandoned spaces, abandoned spots, because it's full of that fucking city. I love the city, but it's rough and it's dirty for all my Duisburg guys. So we were painting, or I was painting in a former mine, right? Not underneath the earth, but there are like buildings on the ground.
Yeah.
So I was painting the kind of regular, and my roommate, who wasn't a graffiti writer, but he was very interested, he came with me one day, like in midday, you know, like you can do this normally in Duisburg. If you know how to act.
I know the story. I love the story.
Yeah.
It's a really good one.
So I was painting. My friend was watching me, like chilling.
Yeah.
I finished the crew piece and almost finished it, and then eventually a young kid showed up. He was 18. I mean, I was 22 or something, not very much older, but he was like, "Oh, what you doing here? Fuck you! I called the cops." And my friend was like, "Oh no, don't call the cops, man. Look around you. Everything's painted, man. We leave. We're already done, man. We just go." Then he said, "No, I'm the fucking owner. I called the cops." And then I was like, "Let's leave." But somehow my friend was like still talking to him and managed somehow that he wasn't calling the cops, but he was making a phone call to his uncle.
Yeah.
His uncle came in a big fucking Mercedes-Benz with another guy, like brutal looking guys, around 50 years old or something, and then they were like, "Oh, we beat the shit out of you and stuff, call the cops."
Shit.
But somehow, can't really tell, that was too late to run then. My friend managed them not to call the cops, but we made a deal with them. We gave them our IDs, which was a dumb idea.
Yeah.
And said, "Yo, we meet next day, same time, and they will teach us a lesson."
Fuck that.
Yeah. So we did this actually, and we left, and we had fucking bad 24 hours, man.
Sure.
Yeah, because what those guys.
Should we go back?
Yeah, what those guys will do and stuff. So we went back to that same spot. The door of the fucking, the gate of the fucking like area was open. So we went through and nobody was there, and we felt like very dumb. But then 2 big cars like came like really fast, driving towards us, and then like screeching tires and shit. And then they jumped out again. But this time it was just the uncle, the kid, and a girl.
Yeah.
The uncle was still on that, we should call the police raid, but the kid I said, no, we teach them guys a lesson now. And they gave us...
Give you your ID back?
No, not yet.
not yet.
They gave us tools, like tools.
Scrubbing brush?
A scrubbing brush, right, yeah.
Metal wire.
Yeah, and we looked at each other, my friend and me, and we're like, what the fuck? Okay, but we just stood there, like brushing the wall.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. But this was ongoing maybe for 2 to 3 minutes, and then they said, just kidding, we give you real tools now. Then they they had a generator to create electricity, power, and they had like those things, you know, like rotating wire stuff, like big ones.
Yeah.
I don't know how they take them.
I don't know what to call that.
Don't worry.
It's like for buffing shit in a way.
For buffing. So we buffed the fucking wall with that.
Yeah.
And destroyed the fucking wall with that.
Of course.
Because
it's like high-powered machinery.
All the stuff like
just flakes
on
everything
the wall,
off.
Flaked off, right? But the fucking piece vanished, and it was so dumb because then the wall was fucked there, and around it was painted everywhere.
Yeah,
so, but then for some reason they were satisfied. The uncle fucked off. And then the kid gave us the IDs back. And actually, he was the owner. He told us then that his parents died recently in a car crash and he owned the whole area.
Crazy.
And then he switched from our enemy to our best friend.
Yeah.
Then he said, wow, yeah, you did so good. Let's take a room tour. It's a room my mind.
A what?
A room tour.
Oh, we went on a tour.
He showed us everything, like 2 to 3 hours, and we went even underneath the earth and stuff. It was like a super nice time. I was often there and was meeting people like stealing wires and stuff. Right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So I knew a lot of the area.
Anyway.
But yeah, it was nice. And the girl came with us. Turned out it was a sister of this guy.
Yeah.
And I had a good time talking to him and like have him explaining me stuff and shit.
Yeah.
And my friend was hitting on her.
Hitting
on there the whole time. And it turned out later when we left, he was macking her later 2 times. So it was kind of cool story, right?
Yeah, he like totally smashed that because he
super lucky.
Good story.
Super lucky, yeah. Sorry, I'm talking a lot, man.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's good. It might be the longest one at some point. Who knows? People keep asking for more time.
Sure.
Well, I have your fuck, marry, or kill for you. Your fuck, marry, kill is kind of difficult for me because...
Is it from my friend?
No.
Okay.
It's from me.
Good.
And it's difficult in an easy way. You know, as much as I want it to be like bad or something, whatever, it's actually really hard to think of something, especially when I haven't been feeling very well.
Sorry, man.
But your one is fuck, marry, kill. Okay, the writer, Mars. Okay, who you know.
Yeah.
It's Mars, a standard cap. Okay. And then any writer who's firstly very fat, very ugly, and on their pieces have a round style, but on their pieces always do the corner of their round 3D straight.
That's an insider, bro. Wow, okay.
So you have to fuck, marry, kill one of those. I think it would be easy, but I don't know if you want to kill a standard cap.
No.
I don't know if you want to kill Mars either.
No, I would fuck Mars.
Good.
Because he's a dirty motherfucker.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
Peace out, Mars. Looking forward to see you again. But not,
so you can fuck him.
Not in that way. So yeah, Mars would be my fucking body. So I would definitely marry the standard cap.
Yeah.
I'm so in love with it.
Yeah, it's the best.
Dude, I don't know about. They need to be fat or what? I don't know how.
I just wanted to make them ugly, so in case you did decide to fuck or marry them.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Can I say that I would kill everyone who does a fucking
Yeah, I
mistake?
hate that.
I hate that. Like a round shape with a
Round shape and the 3D is square.
yeah.
What the fuck?
I read fuck graffiti rules, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but come on, man.
But
It's
there
just
are some
basic
rules.
shapes. It's like technical
Basic shape.
drawing, dude.
Yeah, so that's my answer.
Okay, cool. I mean,
Peace, Moss.
technically, I could give you something else, like, don't worry, I'll get into it
It's
later.
fine.
It's fine. Let's, before we sort of get towards closing and stuff, like to talk a bit about South Africa. So you came to
Yeah.
South Africa
Yeah. Last year.
and what were your thoughts? I mean, obviously, you heard a lot from me. We speak pretty much every week,
Yeah.
every other day or something,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of phone calls and,
Yeah. So I think I had an idea of the country before I came because of that. And also because I did a bit of traveling before that, right? I was in Thailand in 2019 and saw good and bad stuff. I traveled a lot in Europe, so good and bad stuff. And I was thinking going to South Africa would be similar, seeing good and bad stuff. And I was right.
Yep.
So, first of all, I was really impressed by the size of everything. Of Joburg. It's fucking enormous. Biggest city I ever went to. And you took us to the right places, I must say. You gave us a reality check tour, right? So I'm really thankful for graffiti and like the ability to connect with locals, to show you around, because this is another type of exploring a country. Instead of just go and don't have a clue and don't speak the language and stuff. So I'm totally in love with South Africa. I will come back. Wow, it's so much, man.
I know it's a lot. It's still processing it, I suppose.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about the bad stuff first.
Sure.
So I'm sure I would.
You can even talk about the level of graffiti or
I will come to that. Yeah. First of all, like the infrastructure things. I would be by now. I had an idea. I have an idea how to move there, but without a local guy, I would be fucked, I guess, because I would do stupid stuff because I don't know, like going to places where I don't belong and stuff.
Going out at night.
Going out at night or drive the car at night stuff, right?
Painting at night.
Painting at night. It's regular here, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, I was prepared to see a lot of poverty, but it's different if you see it. And it helped me a lot to appreciate my life, actually. Like, I don't know if you understand what I want to say. Like,
you got it easy here in Europe.
Yeah.
Even the people that are homeless are not really that homeless. They're homeless, but they're not like literally have absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I don't
depends,
agree.
right?
Don't agree.
I guess it depends, because in France there's some really bad shit.
Yeah,
a lot of places.
There are a
some
lot
bad
of
stuff.
homeless people also in big cities in Germany, and they have it bad. In a system where this wouldn't be necessary, right? So, I'm super like how to say this? Fuck, English. I was super warm, surprised by how people are in South Africa, because I have the feeling that if the circumstances are rough, let's call it like that, that creates individuals who are resilient. and know how to act towards strangers, towards friends in a different way. Because here in Europe, it's all, for me, sometimes it's all like, it's scratching the surface. And I felt like in South Africa, the relationships, as far as I can tell, between strangers are more meaningful. I don't know. It's maybe a bit like metaphors. What I
DS is something similar.
Yeah? Okay.
He said people look at you differently as a foreigner, but that everyone's very kind, actually.
Yeah, that was my impression as well. I mean,
And
sure,
welcoming.
everywhere you get some assholes,
No, sure.
but most time it was super nice, like interactions with people, like doing shopping or something like this, right? It's different to here, and I realized that you talking to almost everyone you met is like not so unusual in South Africa,
Yeah, sure.
or is it?
I don't know. I just talk a lot.
Yeah, maybe you're a special, special guy, but in a positive way. Yeah, so I really liked how people interact when it comes to daily business, a lot, and I don't like that the whole country is like basically one farm. And wilderness is like just in the national parks.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, I love the nature, love the surroundings, I love the light. And also like our time in Kruger National Park was so special to me.
Yeah.
I will go there again, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like incredible.
Yeah.
And when it comes to graffiti, well, you were talking about people in South Africa, maybe they see themselves more than like the team.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an outcome of the circumstances.
Yeah, I think it's something to do with the danger.
Yeah.
In a weird way, it's more like people playing with each other because they need safety
A backup.
rather than like for
Yeah.
concepts.
Yeah.
Which
Maybe
I think
it's-
is weird because I paint by myself all the time and that's how I like to roll. I
Yeah.
trust myself the most,
Yeah.
but not everyone's the same.
Yeah, maybe people need backups, right? So maybe it's linked to that, but well, I was there as a tourist
Yeah.
and as a guest, and the walls I painted with you guys and with all the South African guys, I never had the feeling that people are doing just their own stuff, right? It was like good shit, man.
Yeah, everyone was there together for sure.
Yeah, and also lots of big talent around. And I think that you create your options, right? You go paint, right? That's different to Europe. When it comes to style writing, right? I'm talking about like spending hours on a piece and stuff. You do that just randomly, find spots. Here you have like official spots, go there.
Yep.
And if that would be different in South Africa, I guess, that it's not always a hustle to find a spot, maybe this like creating something together, like teamwork part we talked
like
about.
Managing one space together would
maybe
be,
maybe this would be more elaborated, right?
Not sure, I have to ask some of the Cape Town people because that's how they have it now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's more like this one Hall of Fame and you can't really paint anywhere else.
Oh.
But I don't know, I need to talk to those people still.
Yeah, I would go to Cape Town as well next time when I come to South Africa, but actually somehow I'm more interested in Joburg and Kruger Park
Yeah.
and East Cape.
Yeah.
I
We'll
wanna
do that
go
on,
there, man.
We'll do eastern side next time.
And yeah, it's a beautiful country you got there.
Yeah.
I get that Europe is attractive.
Yeah.
It is fucking nice, man. I feel like more than as a European, as a German. I told you the other day. And I like the European idea, open borders and stuff, right? Connection between nations and people.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
So
and
easy.
I wanna embrace that more due to graffiti, right? I wanna travel more in Europe actually. I do all the time, but
Yeah, let's talk about what in the
More.
last year and a half you and I have been to. What did we say? 20 different
20
cities? No,
cities,
we've been to
maybe,
like
not
12 different
countries.
countries.
I don't know. It
Something
was Poland,
crazy.
it was Belgium, it was Netherlands, it was obviously Germany, Kosovo, France. We went to France as well.
Albania.
Albania, Switzerland. It's 9.
9?
9. Just 9.
Oh no.
Oh no, but way more cities, bro. Way more cities.
Belgium, but I also went to Netherlands. So.
Yeah, but we went to Netherlands together as well.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
So we did a lot.
A lot of jams, a lot of painting.
Kosovo, bro.
Kosovo
Kosovo bros.
Do you have any question for me? When are you coming back?
Yeah, actually, that was my first question in my mind.
You already know probably
No,
for.
I have a question. What is the thing you most dislike about Germany?
About Germany? Well, it's a stupid thing. It's fucking
Never mind.
at the supermarket, bro.
At the supermarket?
At the supermarket, the teller is either the most plain, boring person ever, and all they ever say is, hello, this is how much it is. Get the fuck out of here. And there's always, at the supermarket, you don't really get bags, because in Germany, everything's about recycling, really. So it's like, people don't want to buy bags, you need to bring your own bag kind of thing. But it's like, dude, German people have this like way of pressuring you without saying anything. Like there's a long queue behind you and the till is fucking short. And once you've paid, you have 5 seconds to get all the shit you bought into a bag that you brought. And if you don't have it, you carry it all in your arms and you can't fucking walk.
Yeah, okay. And that's,
Sorry,
Go on,
just
sorry.
one more thing is there's, as I said, sometimes you're there feeling the pressure and you've paid and it's okay.
Yeah.
Other times you're waiting behind someone who's paid for 50 euros of groceries and they're paying, it's like an old lady and she pulls out her purse and she pays with fucking €1 coins. And the lady behind the till like helps her and you're just like, dude.
But
that
then you're
shit
creating
kills me.
pressure again.
Yeah, I know.
And actually, this is a good example because for me, as I experienced it in South Africa, it was completely different.
Yeah, someone packs it for you.
Someone pack it for you. I don't need that, but how people interact with you while doing it, like right in a friendly way, as far as I experienced.
Sometimes they're like dead behind the eyes because they hate their job, but yeah.
I would hate it maybe as well because I did it already.
It's
so
fucking boring. Yeah.
But still, it's. I tried the same, like talking to tillers and stuff, but most time in Germany it doesn't work. Man.
No.
In South Africa, I think it's maybe the barrier is lower, right?
The only way to talk to the teller is if they just tell them they have nice nails. I see that seems to work. Every time I do that, they all go, ooh, yeah.
Gotta
Not
try
the
that.
dudes, just the chicks.
Gotta try that.
Never try it on the dudes.
Oh, let's try it on the dude, man.
Yeah, nice nails, bro. Must be perfect.
Nice eyebrows.
Nice eyebrows. I mean, for
Do
me,
you work on them?
sometimes I say like, hey, do you speak English? and then they say yes a little bit, and then sometimes their English is really good, and I say your English is really good. And you go, oh, thank you. Okay, bye.
Sometimes German people tend to say like, no, I can't speak English, and then they speak good English.
Yeah, sometimes they straight up say no English. Yeah. It's so crazy. When those people that say no English are just like cold. After that, it's like, okay, well, I'll just leave.
Don't try. Don't even try.
Anyway, but this brings us to the end of the interview. So, my last question to you is, do you have any shout-outs?
Sure, man. Well, that is the part I wasn't thinking about before, but probably I don't need to think. First of all, shout-outs to all my crews, RCA, people from first hour, KDS, the crew that brings up the dope concepts, ACK, although I just know you in person, but I will go to Canada and meet all those guys.
You know Tenso. Like I said, Tenso is me except fatter.
All right. So I basically know you already, Tenso too, man.
Yeah.
And IGM, man. Last November, just recently, we had a visit of American guys, man. Fed Up and Spee and Zero came over. Zero is not part of IGM, but closely affiliated. And this was rad, man. Like, definitely so glad to be in that crew. In the beginning, I was like, another crew. But now I think, like, what I already told you, like, graffiti is so amazing to me because you can, like, be friends with people all over the world. Yeah. And so it's just great, and I will do more of that. More. to speak like Cat One. Yeah, but besides that, sure, man. Also, offline guys, it's our movement. I call it movement or collective, and all the guys in it. My family, you, my brother, my South African guys, man. So Mars, I hope that you accept my offer. Riot, Drake, 137, Snook, all those guys. Sorry if I forget people, but also, yeah.
We've had 4 hours sleep, and it's like.
Yes, my brother.
There's a lot of people.
Sigma, and so many persons, and also my mom.
Yeah, bro.
Family first.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I love graffiti. I love this.
Yeah.
And thanks for having me, man.
Of course. It's not like I'm having you. You're just here. You've just always been here anyway.
True that. But having me on the podcast, and it's a very dope thing what you do, man.
It's as much mine as it is yours, bro.
Sure, but you're the interviewer, man.
Sure, but you know, I don't know. I don't know who keeps me around here, but yeah. Another.
And also, because in the beginning, sorry, I need to add something. I said there's more to graffiti, to life than just graffiti, but
there's
not
more
much
to graffiti than life.
And also all the other good people I am so lucky to have in my life, man. It's because I thought family first, but also friends first. I have lots of friends and good friends and people that are not affiliated with graffiti, but they do get the idea because I like to talk about it.
I'm going to give a shout out, even though it's not my turn to give shout outs, to Giannis for the filthy fuck, marry, kills that are coming up in all the next episodes.
Yeah, man, thank you for contributing this to the podcast, and he's one of those guys I just mentioned, man.
Yeah.
One love, bro.
All right, that's a wrap. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Okay, so you guys can also check out Dirty DIZOE's rap stuff, by the way, on Spotify at Fine Styles.
There will be an album soon.
Awesome. If you enjoyed this episode, it really helps us grow if you like, comment, share, and subscribe on the platforms that you listen on. So check us out on the next one. Keep painting, and we'll see you on the streets.